Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Godhood, where we are today going to conquer... well, are we though? Here's the thing. Now that we're at 6 acolytes, or initiates, or whatever the appropriate term for the people we can actually use in sacraments are, this fabled folklore thing is a little bit less interesting, right? So the whole point of getting this was to make it so that when we got our next acolyte, he would come in with bonus charisma. Then again, maybe bonus charisma isn't really what we needed. I don't know. My point is, I'm less concerned about this, and a little bit more concerned about the old city. Maybe we should just be trying to move on the old city. What does the old city's team look like? They have a nature elder, does mostly morale, well, okay, physical damage and morale damage. Deals physical damage, leaving target unable to deal physical damage, but can only target the direct across opponent. So we should put somebody here that is not interested in doing physical damage. They have Punish the Feeble and Ancestral Nightmare. Okay, and then they have an Ancestral guy. Interesting. Okay, well... 6, 9, and 7 with their abstract power values. This is probably actually beatable. So let's see. The nature is weak against dark, but resists divine. Dark is resistant to nature and weak against life. And ancestral resists life, but is weak against divine. This is a little... they've set themselves up in a way that's a little bit awkward for us, right? I guess what we need to do is get an actual class on women, and hopefully something that's a little bit different from what we have so far. I actually wonder if doing this thing would be sufficient to get a class. I don't know if it'll be enough. Let's try it. Let's try to get some progress on this dude. Has a chance to follow up a nature ability. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter what we put up here. We should absolutely crush them, no matter what. Let's put Montezuma in. I think I want to grow Montezuma a little bit more. So this should be trivially easy for us. Let's try to get a class on women before we go into actual battle. And taking back the old city will open up travel to the other islands, it looks like. So it's part of why I'm eager to do that. There you go. Wow, that was a good preach. Okay, yeah, it seems like just about any battle is good enough to unlock a class. So Ueman kind of wants to be a Rage Prophet or a Guardian or a Zealot. We do not have an Ancestral character. And we are a little bit lacking in physical damage, so this might be a good thing to sort of fill in the gaps. What was your totem? Your totem gives you health and cunning whenever you perform a miracle. Okay. And the cunning will be relevant. It's not directly relevant as a scaler on any of the abilities we can see, but it'll at least be relevant for crit chance. Yeah, okay, Rage Prophet. I like that. I also like that cartoonishly huge axe. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so we didn't get very much out of that. We have a bunch of fanatics now. I think I am just going to upgrade to the Fanatic Production Facility. It's a pretty significant increase in the effectiveness of that place. And then we're going to need some offerings to actually make use of the all the miracle progress we've been making. So, let's work on that. Tapa is still resting and recovering. He can go work on this. One thing I was wondering is, Tapa just is naturally so close to the barrier of being ecstatic. I wonder if we should be focusing on proselytizing with him as often as possible, so that he actually is ecstatic and can maybe get the best possible result from the working. Wait, worked passionately. Hold on a second. I wasn't ready to go yet. Did a day just pass while I was screwing around in the menu there? Because we didn't have everybody assigned. I'm going to try to gather some faith on people who I think we're going to do miracles with soon. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that I hit play there, but he certainly actually did a day's worth of work all of a sudden. Okay, sadly, women is still not happy. Or still not faithful enough. That's got to get fixed. If we're gonna put you on a miracle, you got to actually be ready to do the thing. And then we can miracle Ate. What does he want? He wants charisma, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, mostly charisma. Charisma and knowledge are both good. But our charisma miracle is so buffed up. And then, who do we want on a third thing? I mean, we need somebody to go and gather. So it could be Morella with the bonus offerings from the thing, or it could be Tapa, who is more likely to do a good job. I guess, I don't know, man. I'm not sure that the difference between their output is really significant. Okay, we got a Wondrous Storyteller Miracle. Always welcome. Okay, another copy of Nightmare seems fine. And cast Purple Haze in the first turn if there's an enemy Nature Disciple or Disciple, or Nightmare and Doom Daze for a turn. There is a Nature Disciple in the old city battle. If we're gonna try to go after that other thing, I'd rather have Dazing Doom, I think. Now let's pick up Wither. Wither's pretty good. Okay, so we need... I know I'm just like delaying here. We're kind of not getting a lot done. I need you to do a miracle, and it's probably gonna be Heavyweight Drinker, right? We could do Eloquent Peddler and just make you tougher. Or make you more likely to crit, rather. The tougher thing, obviously, is this. Yeah, we don't need... If I'm not mistaken, we have no use for charisma. Yeah, we really don't. Okay, so... I think I'm going to take the Cunning and Knowledge... Not exactly a super built-up miracle, unfortunately, and we do not have the fanatics to make it so. All right, and then we're gonna have. Who do we think we're gonna use in combat? Because that's what's gonna determine who I'm gonna try to have proselytize. So I want people to build up their faith before combat. We're definitely gonna bring you in. I don't want to use Montezuma. Montezuma's pretty powerful. I can't look at their full... Okay, I can. There's a button. Montezuma triggers off of life, or yeah, nature abilities. They have a dark guy, so maybe it's not that wise to bring a nature person. But they feed Montezuma extra attacks, and actually Uemen also has a chance to jump in off of nature abilities. And yeah, if we bring a divine person, like the nature person's good against them too. It might be best to bring ancestral, resists life but is weak versus divine. If we bring our own life character, he'll do well against the dark character, but he'll take extra damage. But you know what? Morella's physical defenses are so powerful that maybe that doesn't even matter. We don't want to put Morella directly across from their nature character. So like we put you here, and then Morella has such a high chance of absorbing physical damage. That's a little unfortunate, because that means the ancestral guy is gonna maybe tear it up a little bit. So we bring in the devotion character to help or the divine character to help bring down the ancestral character. And then we just bring our own dark character. Because we have Wither, and so the presence of the Stubborn Elder will screw things up. Yeah, okay. So of those people, Marala is the only one who is not feeling super faithful at the moment. Let's see if we can fix that. Just want to make sure that we're as ready as we can be for this, because this is a higher difficulty than any other challenge we've done so far. And then we need also somebody to just gather offerings, I think. A minor market miracle. That's a shame. Kolelkab trade priests talked our traders into a terrible deal, which would not only cost valuable offerings, but also put the holy site into horrible debt. Wayman surprised everyone by negotiating the deal so that it was not nearly as devastating. You know, I guess it's something. We lost 5 offerings on that. Not actually a huge deal. It's not a big penalty. We gained Blind Strike. Okay. I mean, it's something. And sadly, we are not quite there on Marala's happiness. But let's go for it. Now that Wayman has a level up, let's try this fight with that lineup. So, dark character across from the nature character, because she's resistant to his attack if he does the thing that hits directly across. And then you guys... I want to do Montezuma, right? Well, if we go in without a without a nature character, then we don't have the ability to follow up on stuff. If we put Tapa in right here, Tapa's still more powerful than Huani. Tapa doesn't get the miracle charge, but Tapa does have a chance to follow up on Ate's attacks, where Huani does not. Thing is, I feel like building up Huani would be really nice, right? Because Tapa is sort of passing into old age here. It's not totally ideal. We brought our divine character. They'd be weak to the nature attacks, but they're pretty protected. Oh no, we are bringing our nature character. Yeah, let's try it like this. I think this should work. Yeah, let's try it like this and see what happens. I think we at least have a chance. I guess it is worth noting that they have 100 awe, which is really bad for us. But we're not making a lot of progress anywhere else, and we can't do the easy fight to just grind XP every day. So let's at least give this a shot. Let's see how close we get. So use her up here, Nature's Defiance, and then we Purple Haze you. Which is a pretty good opening, honestly. I mean, that's not a bad first round. Let's see what we take from that. Okay, pretty good start. Honestly, ooh. Wow, what is going on with that guy getting to attack 3 times in a round? Okay, I thought things were going pretty well until that dude took 3 turns. Yeah, so this elder, the middle one, double and triple acts a lot, apparently. Which is definitely going to make things more complicated. Uh-oh. Wani's feeling down. We had best fix that. Wani is not available. Faith is broken and can't do anything for a while. That's pretty bad, right? Yeah, the combination of the sacrament and the bad miracle. Okay, we have 3 faith bonds left. Faith drops too low for too long. It doesn't actually say how far down it has to get. Maybe it has to get all the way down into the bottom quantum here. I guess let's hope so. And let's do some miracles. I'm gonna be a little reluctant to engage in miracles with Tapa, since Tapa is getting less powerful all the time. What do we want to do with Marala? Marala's pretty tough already, right? But we don't have a lot of other miracles that are super relevant. Yeah, I guess health and devotion are the things we care about most for Marala. And then we're going to need more fanatics. We're going to need more faith, obviously. Montezuma, go and become faithful. And Tapa can just go get us more offerings, because we're going to need them eventually. Do we want the fanatics first? We should probably try to gather fanatics, I guess. Try to keep upgrading our buildings. This is tough, though. We're behind a couple of sacraments that I am not good at passing. Okay, Marala roared through the tavern. In SB's name, I challenge you all to drink. Agave booze flowed generously that night, but it was Marala alone who tumbled triumphantly out the tavern. The rest of the followers, while in awe of Marala, couldn't stand up for another day or two. Okay, well, I appreciate Marala getting bigger and tougher, but please don't damage the health of everyone else in the village. Plus 40% damage on all life abilities, or a rare chance to counter an opponent's physical attack. This seems like a total no-brainer, right? Aren't all of Marala's combat abilities life abilities? Well, the super basic one is untyped, obviously. Life Strike is. Okay, so we need to get some more levels on Marala, actually, so we can replace some more of these actives. Get him some more life abilities. So I guess that's what we do. We could do this again, which is, I mean, it's fine. This at least has some followers associated with it. So if we went... What do you guys... You're weak against Ancestral. If we went Marala, Uemen, and... We could even put in Tapa on this one, and then try to go... Next thing is Dark, Dark, Dark. So we go Life and Ancestral, and... Yeah, I mean, there's definitely... We have some lineups we could try against this thing. I'm a little worried that Tapa is the one with all of the devotion. Like, he is definitely our toughest character by a huge margin. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. So, we can go ahead and play Tapa here if we want to. That's right, we don't want to use a dark character in either of these battles because of giving them a free War Reaper. But now we have 3 characters who are neither dark nor nature, so we can actually try a lineup with neither of those things for the second battle. Alright, we can put Marala in right away. Marala is super tough and heals at the beginning of every battle. And then we could just use Tapa here so that we don't have a risk of Montezuma taking any real damage. Yeah, because like, this team has not been a problem for us. We should be able to burn through this one pretty easily. It is a shame to have your strongest character by far be weak against an entire enemy team. Like, I'm not sure that... I don't think that not using Tapa in the previous versions of this thing, the second round of this thing, actually would have solved the problem. Ooh, counterattack. Because the rest of our people were so weak comparatively. Alright, Marala is a total beast. Okay. Following is natural. Alright, so we got our follow-up attack and then our normal attack. Unfortunately, we are not going to get any follow-up at all in this next fight, I believe. We go you, and you. You'll put up wall, heal self, greatly raises physical armor. Yeah, so you'll go back to full at the beginning of the battle. And then Montezuma is power 8. I mean, this should be doable, right? In theory, Morala is going to do a lot of damage. It has sort of kind of worked that way in the past. Yeah, let's give it a try. People are a little bit more powerful now. Like, Montezuma and Morala are pretty strong at this point. But Morala's strength only matters so much, right? Because of the fact that we're rolling the untyped attack from Morala a lot. I really want to see that life strike go off. Come on, life strike, damn it. Yeah, the dazed thing is our real problem. And the fact that they have 80 awe points while we only have 45. What we need, really, is a character who has high devotion, who is not a nature character. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to win this. If we had a character who had high devotion, who was not a nature character, they could jump in front of a lot of those dooms. But unfortunately, we don't have anybody who fits that description. It's devotion, right, that causes you to, a chance to block a morale attack targeting an ally. What is Morala's? Morala's devotion is only 8. Do we have it in the stats page? It does not actually tell us what the chance of interception is, it looks like. Well, we just need to keep increasing Morala's devotion whenever possible, I guess. We take people out to this thing? Morala just needs more stats. You need more stats, and... yeah, we'll just do this and get a little bit more miracle progress on these 3. Oh, that's interesting. If you hit space, you get a little bit more of a detailed readout. I was kind of hoping that we could skip. It does say press space to toggle inspection mode down there in the corner. Oh, we're not supposed to have been able to bring women to this, I think. Okay, another miracle charged. We just gotta keep gaining stats. So I'm a little poorly suited to the tasks ahead of us, unfortunately. Women is already happy. That's good enough for me. I guess we could just have the happy people do work for right now, and like it's gonna need to be... we need 10 to 15 offerings twice. So that we know Ueman will be able to, so we know Ueman will be able to actually do the miracle. And we gotta let people recover a little bit here. Okay, worked passionately, worked obediently, worked passionately. That's all pretty good. So let's talk about upgrading our relevant miracles. We have enough fanatics to do this. I think we want to improve devotion even more. If we could get Morala to a place where Morala had enough devotion to jump in front of a lot of those attacks, it would be really helpful. And then Women wants to do a miracle. I'm tempted to take Heavyweight Drinker just for the extra defense. It might be a good idea, actually. Because Devotion does just straight up decrease the amount of damage you take from... yeah, it determines your morale armor. I think that Women needs a little bit more of that. And then what else do we need to do here? It'd probably be a good idea for us to have... I'm going to have Morala gain some happiness. Morale is going to be pretty important to our efforts in the near future. And we'll just have somebody go and gather offerings, so we're ready for the next miracle. And then we could knock this thing out again just for XP. I guess that's the thing to do. Yeah, I think so. And it doesn't really matter who we put in here. Morala, Montezuma's pretty close to another miracle. We do have to train up Huani. I'm sure what's happening here is that you're not intended to have to do this quite so much. It's just that I've put together a team. In my initial ignorance of the game mechanics, I put together a team that is not well suited to the task in front of us. And now I gotta sort of dig us out of the mechanical hole that I created. Aw, that's a shame. Well, the good news is Morala is tough as hell. Okay, going back to full health I think is a good thing to do at this point because it means that we will be able to use Morala next turn. Won't be in the recovery state. Because I think we're pretty close on that, on both of those battles, actually. Okay, another wondrous tavern miracle. Pretty good. So we see a gain of 3 devotion and 2 health. And you gained an ancestral ability. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We want abilities that have tags. We want things that are typed and tagged. +2 might or +2 health? I think this is a +2 might kind of situation. Just do all of the damage. Alright, so how are we feeling about going back in there and trying that again? Unfortunately, him being an ancestral character doesn't actually help him against any of these guys. What we really need, we wanna have a dark character. Right, like Ate needs to be in this fight. And then putting in the divine character is good for dealing with the ancestral elder, but is dangerous against the nature elder. So we're a little bit stronger here. Maybe we should wait until after we do Montezuma's miracle to try that again. Do I want to wait 2 turns? Do I want to try to get Montezuma up to happy before performing the miracle? We don't know how many times I'll have to do. I guess we can. Do you have any effects on you? You do have 1. So we'd have to proselytize once, then go for the miracle and get the higher chance to do a better miracle. Actually, raising your devotion would be really good. To have an attack that scales with it, in addition to the fact that you kind of just need more toughness. Yeah, sorry for the slowness while I'm still kind of figuring this out. I think I'm just going to go for the miracle now. So I think we want to keep moving. At some point, all of our disciples are going to start aging out. We do have a little bit of time pressure to worry about. Let's see. The upgrades on the storytelling circle. It has plus charisma, plus cunning, another point of charisma. Yeah, I decided to go for offense again. I'm hoping that just the higher level of devotion on other people will allow them to jump in front of attacks that are aimed at Montezuma, but Montezuma's toughness has not really been a problem. And then we don't really want to do... Yeah, I don't think we want to do a sacrament this turn because these are both kicking our asses and the other thing's not available yet. Our next run will definitely go smoother. Alright, Morala, go and gather me fanatics, I think. And then we should have Ate try to increase faith. hoping to be able to use Ate to some effect soon. Marala forgot which building he's supposed to be working in? Okay. Got ourselves a storyteller miracle. Ooh, chance to follow up on life abilities. It's interesting that some of the abilities tell you explicitly what they... So, like, this one has a chance to use the question ability, and I'm assuming this one just picks from one of your 5 abilities as though you were performing a normal attack. I think we're going to go for that one, because Marala is powerful, and Montezuma is going to end up working with Marala a lot. And then, do we want to give this another shot? If we here go like Tapa plus Marala. Marala would love to have another life ability around. Plus Ate. I mean, that's not bad, certainly. Stubborn Elder is dangerous, for sure. And this one was attacking multiple times. Follow up when an enemy performs a clouded action. Trigger always. Right, we have that as well. So, clouded action refers to... This puts a clouded thought in the mind. What do you have that's causing clouding? Nothing says the word cloud on it, but I'm assuming that that daze is a type of clouded mind, and that's why the Stubborn Elder was able to, I don't know, we'll use the inspect mode a little bit more here. Let's give this another shot. I think this is a reasonable composition. If we brought in Montezuma, Montezuma would be good against the Ancestral guy, but would be weak against the Stubborn Elder. Yeah, let's try it this way. We use the inspect mode here and try to make sure that we understand what's going on. I do not like it when Tapa shouts, "Let's get raw." That makes me a little uncomfortable. Yes, you're very alluring. Nobody's attracted to you. Okay. So what is clouded? Like, do we have a vision of the status effects? You have Nature's Defiance. The character's mind is dazed, so gain a dazed thought. Okay, it replaces one of their abilities. It replaces one of their abilities with daze, and then when they do dazed, they are clouded, and so that other thing triggers. Okay. Marala is, wow, still getting messed up a little bit. Yeah, I am guilty once again. Okay. So the days went off, and that's going to let Ate attack a whole bunch, including once against somebody who is weak against her thing. There is, unfortunately, a little bit of randomness here. But yeah, like I was saying, I am guilty again of putting Tapa in against people without checking to make sure that they were actually attracted. That said, we're doing a lot better here. Mighty Rally is a little scary. We might actually get this, even with Tapa being mostly dead weight. Okay, I think we got there. Yeah, I gotta pay more attention to people's attraction. It just turns out Ate and Marala are both really, really good, so thankfully they're able to carry us a little bit. Alright, after the sacrament proved the might of SB, the disciples came together to enjoy each other's company in the old city. You know what that means. Everyone shouted SB's name in joy, even the elders had fun. Lust will bring holy pleasures to this world. Bless those who share their bountiful bodies. Alright, let's take it easy a little bit, everybody. Okay, and we gained a ton of people on that. And your disciples also attained the reward, Quest for Lust Quest. Alright, so we leveled up a couple of times there. At level 6, we gained the ability to inspire a Temple of Lust. And then at level 7... Okay, just more worshipper support. Through their endless devotion, you enable your followers to worship you in one of these new ways. We could gain monasteries or human sacrifice. Sacrifice a follower to gain an equipable relic. Listen, I know that we're short on relics and everything, but I don't know if I am down with human sacrifice here. Let's see what the monasteries are. Okay, so we're back. We have a lot of ability to build stuff here. We should definitely, at this point, build a thing that gives might. We now have a couple of characters that care about might. So we'll put down some... Ooh, the farmlands are larger. Cannot place building there, for some reason. That's weird. Why does it show up as green if I can't place a building there? So our Temple of Lust can be, I guess, near the farmlands. This requires ecstasy. Lustful rituals generate ecstasy when performed by a disciple. And then we can inspire a festival of lust if we have enough of that. The selected disciple will perform a miracle that improves cunning and charisma, but other things might happen too. The disciple must have performed at least 2 miracles. That's interesting. Alright, and then a monastic order, right outside the Lust Temple. Where else would it go? Okay. We are 7 days away from being able to summon new initiates. And I guess at that point we would consider replacing one of our existing initiates, maybe Tapa by that point. Do we have an indication of... Okay. Every 5 years, as Tapa ages, he'll lose presumably the same thing. It'll just be another minus 10% on top of what he already has. So it's not like Tapa's useless to us or anything. His values are high enough that even with like a 20 or 30% penalty, he's still a pretty good character. Alright, we need to do some jobs. So, hold on. What rituals have we gained here? So we could go to the Temple of Lust and gain ecstasy. So we'll gain 10 to 20. And we need how much for the festival? 25. Okay. Well, let's have some people gain some faith. I would love it if, generally speaking, people were happier. Tapa, who is permanently happy. Oh, it takes offerings to even do this. And this also requires offerings. So actually, what we probably need to do is get some offerings. And then... Actually, hold on. How good are the upgrades here? Adds 1 charisma and 1 health to every miracle performed here. This affects the ecstasy thing. And slippery oils giving plus 10% evade chance. It's not 100% clear what it means by this. Like, does that give everybody a permanent plus 10% evade chance because everybody oils up before combat? Is it only people who have been to the Temple of Lust? If it's only people who have been to the Temple of Lust, what's the duration of it? So it's hard to know exactly how good this is. But basically we'd need a lot of fanatics. I think I'm just going to gather offerings with another person. It turns out we're going to need a lot of offerings. And now that we've done that, acolytes from the old city will respond when you summon initiates. Okay. We can move out and get sky shards now. These battles are going to be a little bit tougher, so we have here a totally divine team, which our nature-heavy squad is actually really good against. We would not want to use our ancestral character, ideally, but we could go like Tapa and Huani. We should check and make sure they don't have any stuff that's positional. Okay, pretty good against physical attacks. Heal all allies and your religion HP in the 3rd turn. That's interesting. They have 2 people who have that. I'm thinking maybe we want to wait on this and bring Morala, actually. Just due to the fact that they have so much physical damage. Yeah, maybe we wait until Morala has recovered to do this one. What does the other one look like? All ancestral. So we'd want to bring Montezuma in here. And Montezuma wants to be paired up with nature people anyway. So maybe we do like Tapa, Montezuma. And I mean, they're all going to be physical too. But it's kind of a lot of damage too. Like, their stats are pretty good. We bring our own physical character. I think we really want Morala for both of these, honestly. So we could come over here and try to knock this down, but I wonder if we probably just need to do some stuff to give Morala time to recover. Let's like put Huani up because Huani's close to a miracle charge. We're allowed to use Morala here even though we're not supposed to be able to. This is a known bug, by the way. Let's get you some miracle charge and get you some miracle charge, maybe? Or women, maybe? Yeah, let's do this. We're not supposed to be able to use Morala, but we can. Morala probably won't take any damage, and Morala will heal himself at the beginning of battle. So actually, putting him in an easy fight speeds up recovery. We'll just take advantage of this bug a little bit while we have it. It's not like this is, not like we're using it to bypass any difficult challenges or anything. Okay, good healing. I definitely have a better sense of what a balanced team will look like in the future. Like it definitely seems like you want to be careful about doubling up on types. Okay, what are the rewards for moving up to the next thing? Choose a new commandment for your religion. Gain another statue dedication and plus 5 religion HP. Although we're talking about pretty huge follower gains to continue moving up. Okay, so Morala is happy and ready to fight. What do we want people to do here? I kind of want to grab a miracle on Huani, but maybe we want Huani to be happier first. I don't think that we're in a big hurry on that one. And then we want somebody to go and... We want to bother using... I'm a little leery of using further offerings on Tapa. We definitely want somebody to go and engage in some ecstasy production. We really need 2 people to do this. To have enough ecstasy for it to matter. But then we also need more offerings. So actually, maybe I'll just have somebody... Tapa is fine. Just gather more offerings, because we're going to need offerings for this, and then we're going to need offerings to do a miracle in the temple in the first place. Alright. And let's go... I don't know that it particularly matters which one of these we do. So, Montezuma, Morala, and... a nature character... Oh, sorry. You know, I wonder if we do want to use Morala anyway. Just Morala is so tough. Even though they do bonus damage to ancestral, ancestral characters do bonus damage to life. Maybe we do still want to use Morala for this, but we'll do the other one. We'll come back to that. Here we know we want Morala in, and probably it's a little bit wasteful in terms of miracle progress, I guess. Do we maybe want to swap in somebody who could use the progress? Yeah, maybe we want to wait on that one instead. I know, I'm very indecisive. My apologies. Okay, so if we run Montezuma, Tapa, because Montezuma wants a nature character around, and then, like, Ate, maybe? This way everybody has some follow-up chance. We don't have great physical defenses, though. Yeah, 6 health and 9 health. Ate's a little bit better. We probably want to bring in Uemon just because of the 12 health. So if we're gonna drop somebody here, maybe it is Tapa? These people are... only one of them is attracted to the masculine. Let's drop Tapa for Uemon. This means that we don't have any follow-up capability, which is a shame, but we'll be a lot better at the actual fighting part of the thing. Alright. Montezuma, we need you to carry pretty hard here. And they have their own little plotline going on about their Chief Rupee and who's going to follow. Oof, boy. Okay, well the good news is, Rage. Boy, when I said I need you to carry, that was not exactly what I was talking about. So increase damage every time you get hit. Man, that's so much damage. That's not even... he wasn't even hitting a character type he's strong against. He just does that much damage. Jesus. Alright, maybe I overestimated us a little bit on that one. Okay, so we have 18 ecstasy. We need to perform another ecstasy ritual. I don't know that it matters very much who does what. I kind of wonder if Tapa might... we know Tapa is a big fan of the lust virtue and everything. I wonder if Tapa will get extra happiness from doing this. Yeah, character loves fertility. Okay, and then what else do we need? What else needs doing in the village right now? We need Huani to keep gaining happiness. And I don't think that we're really in a good position to attempt this other thing, are we? Because I'm still waiting for Huani to do the things so that we can get miracle progress again. Yeah, I think we maybe just wait. Can we do the... yeah, we can do the easy one. It would be good to get this done if we could. And the way we would want to run this is Morala... the first battle is easy enough. It doesn't really matter. We would want to run the second one with Morala, Montezuma, and Uemon. So no, we need to wait for Montezuma to recover. So yeah, we'll just get some miracle progress off the easy battle. Morala, you work toward yours. I do wish that we could skip this, though. Because at a certain point, it's completely trivial. Oh, we were not supposed to have been able to use Uemon there. Yeah, so I feel like in the case of this triple ancestral battle, I feel like we are actually really poorly prepared for that as well. Until we can get some more health on Uemon. Because Morala is going to get... we can't use Morala in that battle. He's going to get ripped up by by blocking those ancestral attacks. Okay, so we now have the ability to organize a Festival of Lust. I would love to run this first. Bonnie's still not faithful, huh? Oh, right, because of the disappointing miracle. You have to, like, really lay it on. So we'd have to run two more proselytizers in order to get Huani up to happy. Wonder if this is maybe just too much time. Maybe we should just do a miracle with Huani now. We got Huani out of feeling bad. Maybe that has to be good enough. Yeah, let's just... We definitely want to do the charisma ritual with you. So the selected disciple will perform a miracle that improves cunning and charisma, but other things might happen too. Do we want that to be what we do with Huani? Let's try it. Let's see what happens. We gotta test all this stuff out, right? And then I would also like to have Marala do a drinking miracle, right? Over might, I think. Because we could do might now. Yeah, let's do a drinking miracle. And then we need somebody to gather us some more offerings, because we're going to need them. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what the outcome of the Lust Festival is. Okay, we got a normal tavern miracle. Chance to use Surge when a nature uses an ally ability, which gives plus 15 might, health, and cunning. Okay, that's interesting. Or chance to use... Ooh, Life Strike is very good. Surge also seems... This is tough. I think we want the Life Strike thing. We want people to... Yeah, because Life Strike has 40% extra damage from our other passive and everything. A minor Festival of Lust miracle. Huani was possessed by the lustful spirit of SB. Well, I mean, who among us, right? And left everybody impressed by her vigor and soothing touch. People would speak of the miraculous performance of Huani for many moons to come. However, she became terribly ill afterward. Was this the price to be paid for this connection to the heavens? Yes, it is. The disease of lust for 12 days. But adds ecstasy permanently and the ecstatic performance miracle. Weird abilities and performance abilities gain plus 10% crit, and those are some pretty good stats. Use sensual touch in the first turn if there's an enemy life disciple, or alluring body if there's an enemy nature disciple. Okay, that's interesting for sure. We're not currently going up against a lot of either. Let's take the sensual touch thing. We haven't seen a lot of enemy life disciples, which makes me think that they're, they might be out there somewhere. Maybe we've sort of conquered the nature island, but there have not been a lot of life fights. Okay, so women is still recovering. Where are you at on spirit? Can we see? We get an indication of how much time we have left to recover. In the stats, we can see what their maximum spirit is. Nope, I guess we're just gonna have to... We can see in the sacrament screens. Okay, very close. Very close. We're technically not supposed to be able to use them yet, but we totally could. We now have 50 hit points. There are life disciples here. We could just do this thing, right? And then we don't want to use a dark character. We have our life character in already. Yeah, just run Ueman, even though we're not supposed to be able to run Ueman. I'm just thinking that unlocking this... we're about to get new disciples, and unlocking this bonus 2 stats for new disciples might be a good idea. Also, those other sacraments seem still very difficult. I gotta remember to check the attraction levels. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we just effectively didn't do any attacks there. But then Morala's gonna consume everything here. Well, actually, Ueman jumped in front of a thing, and then Morala jumped in front of Ueman jumping in front of a thing. Okay, here we go. We got Life Strike. Life Strike is good. Okay, so wait, Morala can follow up Morala's own Life Strike? I thought the way that ability was worded, the follow-up thing, I thought it said that it could follow up allies' abilities. I guess you count as your own ally? Alright, well, good damage, everybody. I'm very frustrated with myself for putting Huani in a situation where there's no attraction possible. So sometimes we have problems with Ueman intercepting abilities that I really wish that Ueman was not intercepting. It would be way better if Morala was getting them. That was not an issue I was anticipating having. Yep, and once again, that's just me not making sure that the attraction lined up. There's a little bit extra to pay attention to when you use Lust Priests. And apparently, I am never going to learn that lesson. So we have a little bit of ecstasy left over, but not so much that we even could hit 25 off of one use of the Lust Temple. The disciple writes a tome of SB's wisdom, a relic which will increase faith and morale. Okay. Temporarily lowers their faith, but relics are good. Unfortunately, we're talking about a lot of offerings being used there. Let's maybe have... I don't need more fanatics. What are the fanatic upgrades? Actually, there are no fanatic upgrades available there. Yeah, if there were, there'd be a button on that screen. It's interesting. It's tough to know what the correct balance of gathering fanatics to like improve your offering building versus just gathering the offerings directly because you need people to not XP cap is. I definitely feel like I have not done a great job of managing that here. Let's have some people get us some fanatics. It turns out we're just gonna need 1 million offerings. So let's have people work hard on getting us fanatics. I'll let you get over here as well. And we're definitely not in a position to try any of these difficult things. We are very slowly just gaining Ate and not supposed to be able to use Ueman, but we are. We're definitely just slowly gaining followers through proselytizing. So you could, even if you're totally floundering, you will eventually pull out of the spiral through just, like, sheer brute force. But it's frustrating that I've put us into a spiral. So Montezuma's not gaining miracle progress anymore. Is that because Montezuma has performed too many miracles? Maybe you don't gain miracle progress off of fighting people that are a certain amount below you. Okay, we're gonna get initiates next turn. So this is our last chance to... Okay, never mind. We can't even do this today. I was gonna say our last chance to pick that bonus up before the new initiates arrive. We have about 1 million worshipper support. We're gonna be able to get good stuff. I think we definitely need to just have people continue having people grab fanatics. It takes a lot of them to upgrade your building. So if we were to start again right now, what I would probably do is focus on fanatics way more the moment you become able to do so, and just try to get both of the upgrades for the offering building as quickly as possible. So we could try stuff, but Morala... Well, Morala's ready. It's a Wayman who's not ready. Yeah, we could try another one of these. So, like, Huani, Tapa, Morala? Morala to just eat all the damage, and... Okay, they have a character who's attracted to both the feminine and the masculine, so, like, our attraction is good. We have people who are able to... Or we have people who the enemy are attracted to. All of our priests have at least someone on the enemy team who is attracted to them. This we should be able to do, I think. Get ourselves a sun shard and a little bit better vision of this island. They do have way more awe than we have. But I think we should be able to get through this. I kind of wish the enemy team had names that were a little bit more... Oh, that's a shame. They can jump... The not attracted people can jump in front of the attracted people and eat the attacks. I do wish that the enemy units had different names, so that it was a little bit easier to talk about them. Okay, you could probably stop casting wall now. That would be okay. That time the wrong one jumped in front. Let's wash ourselves and start anew. So this is where they do their ritual. Okay, it doesn't restore that much health. That's pretty powerful, though. So effectively getting to have an extra 9... Beautiful, beautiful work. Yeah, getting to have an extra 9 religion HP would be a big deal. Alright, come on. There you go. Alright, we had really good typing for winning this battle. I was just delaying to try to get... try to make sure we're actually building up Huani's Miracle Charge. Because Huani's going to have to take over for Tapa. Alright, we got ourselves a Sky Shard and some new converts, and some new vision of that island. Let's go take a look. What else do we see here? Okay, some more increasingly difficult stuff. Ooh. Devoted Folklore is pretty cool. And over here we have Knowledge Folklore and a connection to another island. As well as Sky Shards. So we have 1 Sky Shard now. We have to have 2 Sky Shards to use the Sky Temple, don't we? The Sunstone, rather. Oh no, okay, Inspire cost 1. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. So, we have the ability to take on new initiates. Do we want to? Do we want to dismiss somebody to take on a new initiate? I feel like this animation could play out a little bit faster. Oh! So we have Karmana from the Old City with an Ibis Totem. So knowledge and devotion gained. Likes to hang out with people who are ancestral, and of course has that Might Folklore. Isma from the bloodline of Tapa with the Lilac King Totem. Major knowledge gain, a life soul, a bonus that is the text of which is not coming through cleanly. Bloodline of the Prophet, of course. I mean, I have to imagine we're going to take Isma, right? And then Papan with a Duck Totem, and Koskadal with a Dog Totem. Well, we can't not take Isma. I think we'd be intensely foolish not to take Isma. Okay, and our Disciple slots have expanded. So there's no version of this where we don't take Isma. And then the question is, do we boot somebody like Tapa, maybe, for Telly, maybe? Booting Tapa would take us down to 33 support, so we would have room for anybody. The Bear Totem is Health, Might, Knowledge. Your preferred classes are Rage Prophet, Smite Sword, and Chieftain. A little bit more of a support class, Might and Charisma focused. Because you're going to get quite a bit of Might You know, a smite sword... A person who is divine, does a lot of physical damage, and is good at defending morale damage, so has a lot of devotion, actually might be a really good fit for our situation. And with plus 25 defy chance, I really want to take this disciple on. 18 years old, so won't hit old age and stat reduction for quite some time. I mean, Huani's not great. Tappa's aging, but I wonder if it might be better to just keep Tappa, because even as Tappa gets older, stats are still going to be really high. I don't know, maybe it's time to... Tappa's very built up. And you only lose stats every 5 years. But if we replaced Huani now, then we'd be on the hook for replacing Tappa with another Lust Priest next time we get Disciples. Maybe that's okay. Now, let's keep developing Huani. How old is Huani? 34. Oh, Disciples retire at age 45. Sorry, how close is he to that? Well, he certainly hasn't retired, so he started taking on old age penalties at 42, not 45, so this does not refer to when the old age penalties start. But he's certainly not retired, huh? I wonder what that's about. As powerful as he is, maybe it is time to let Tappa rest. This permanently removes Tappa from your chosen disciples. Oh, we get rewards. Send Tappa away. See, this makes this really harsh, right? I don't want to send Tappa away. I want Tappa to retire and live in the village as a wise and respected elder. So if we were to send away somebody else, we would make Mystica. I don't even know what Mystica does. It's a resource we've never seen before. It looks like you get a lot of it. You get a lot of everything, no matter who you send away. I think we're gonna do this. I don't feel great about it. Okay, and then we'll bring you in. Okay, so we have some new people we gotta level up. And we sure did get a lot of offerings and fanatics from doing that. So that's interesting. Maybe you want to try to retire somebody really early? And then we got the Sunleaf back. Life and nature abilities gain plus 20% crit chance. Does that just go straight on to you? I think so. Okay, and now we have we have some options here. We have nobody who needs a miracle. We also have nobody who's actually happy. Well, let's proselytize a little bit, I guess, because I would like it if we had some people who are happy for their miracles. Who's close? You're at 85%. Okay, it should be Ate. Let's gain some faith here. And then, we're not in a big hurry to gain any new folklore. We go get the Sky Shard. And what we really need is just to get classes on Telia and Isma, right? We don't have this battle available until tomorrow. Maybe we just pass a day? There's no conversion reward available here at all. I wonder if this is this is an eternally repeatable one. Just of a higher level, so that you can have higher level people continue to gain value off of it. Difficulty 9 and then difficulty 11 seems pretty tough. I think I might just pass a day. Do I think we'd be able to do this right now? You gotta remember that unfortunately Huani is feminine, and so nobody here is attracted. But we could just play like Marala We don't really want to put Ate in this battle. Well, all of the life guys' attacks are going to get absorbed anyway. Do this. Just like actually try to get through this fight. And then we can put these two into the easy sacrament next round, next day, tomorrow. We have an English word that means next day. Yeah, maybe we try it this way. It is a little unfortunate that we don't have good follow-up abilities here. Oh, but we don't want to run... War Reaper just does physical damage. Maybe I'm too afraid of Darkest Hour, because Morala can just absorb it, right? Let's see how this goes. We'll intentionally bait that Darkest Hour here, and see if Morala just eats it without really taking very much damage. Yep, and then everybody has to very slowly, one at a time, use shield or use wall. No big surprise there. Montezuma actually has that damage output. This is one thing is I'm maybe a little bit too worried about typing because of how powerful Montezuma's damage output is. Even if we're not getting a good type match, just the raw output is really significant. Yeah, I'm too worried about the War Reaper thing. Morala makes that totally okay. Alright, there was that crit. A free lecture off of the crit. We took a little bit of damage there. Morala will heal off that stuff, so we can just do the same team again. Because it turns out I'm not that afraid of the Darkest Hour thing. Montezuma's pretty tough, has good devotion, won't take too much damage from all this stuff. The big danger here is that Dazing Doom combines really well with Punish the Feeble. What is your... Okay, your devotion is super low. Yours isn't very high either. Yeah, I'm thinking we're not going to be able to do this half of it. We can't eat all of their physical... Or we can't eat all of their attacks because they're not physical. Morala has more devotion now, but still not enough, probably. Get that life strike, which is pretty nice. Wow, that worked out really well. We had a couple of lucky crits and everything just kind of locked into place. This particular squad has a real ability to feast off of a couple of lucky rolls. Yeah, Jesus, our crit chances. Okay. Montezuma and Ate work really well together, actually, because of the crit chance thing. Well, hey, we finally got that challenge down. Got ourselves some more followers. We're not actually that far from the next level. Okay, so this turn we can do that sacrament. We can do the easy sacrament with the new people and just get them a class. So let's have you continue to try to gain faith. Ate should probably actually... I'm sorry, that's not what I wanted. Ate should probably do a miracle. And... Sorry, his scaling is mostly charisma and knowledge, right? So do we want to do the knowledge miracle? Well, we have, if we're going to do a miracle, hold on. We should upgrade it first, for sure. Maybe we do the knowledge miracle. So, +1 health, +1 knowledge. I'll just go ahead and spend the disciples here. Let's just make this really good. And then have Ate participate in that. Go forth and increase your knowledge. And then we're not going to need offerings for a little while. We don't quite have enough fanatics for this upgrade. Maybe that's what we should do. We'll have the third person go and get fanatics, so we'll just get that last fanatic upgrade locked in. So what do we have here? This is all divine. I'm wondering if we don't actually know how the XP limit works, or why we don't get miracle progress sometimes. I'm wondering if the power level of these two might be so high that they don't get XP off of this battle. Let's find out. Find out if that's a real thing. We'll just put in people who need progress. Actually, I almost want to put in Montezuma. Uemon's closer. Just thinking Montezuma is powerful enough that maybe we just lean on Montezuma a lot as our main damage dealer now that Tappa's gone. This should go down pretty easily. We certainly wouldn't have been able to use both of them in that difficulty 8 battle. So I don't know if this is necessary, you guys. Uemon's tough. He can handle a hit or two. Yeah, the nervousness in particular is just very difficult to deal with. Huh. You've become sleepy. Why have you become sleepy? Why do you have 6 copies of the Sleepy Thought? Did I miss a trait somewhere? 7 copies of the Sleepy Thought. Overrides Condemn. Oh yeah, all of their card slots have been replaced with Sleepy, and then they gained a couple of new ones, and also those are filled with Sleepy. Alright. So let's figure out what we want here. Nature represents the 4 truths. Druid sees you in nature, balancing and nurturing. They are defensive and supportive, apt in dealing with incoming morale damage, so very knowledge and devotion focused. Druid will boost everyone's morale armor. I mean, that's definitely interesting. And then they're the ones who have that entangle. But I think we could really use... You're going to get a major knowledge gain. And we know that things like Life Soul now can... We now know that they can trigger off of your own abilities. So there'd be some value in maybe taking a non-ideal life class as well. Like, I definitely want to put... Maybe we take a druid. Right, we have a powerful knowledge gain every time they perform a miracle. We don't have anything that's exactly like a druid. Yeah, let's do that. Let's let Isba be a druid. And then Telhi we took for to become a smite sword. Got that good might bonus and that good health bonus. Or decent health bonus. We could use another divine class and another physical damage dealer. Alright, and people are all charged up, and I just realized what time it is. I am having a really good time playing this game. The loop is very compelling to me. So probably this is where we should stop. We should let the miracle process, obviously. As Ate was meditating on SB's will, a moment of revelation struck. In it, SB taught them a truth of the world, so we got a totally normal meditation miracle. Still pretty good stats overall. And another 2 copies of Nightmare, both scaling off of knowledge. Pretty good. So, chance to cast Nightmare when an ally uses an ancestral ability, or chance to cast Condemn when an ally uses a divine ability. We're leaning into divine pretty hard, all of a sudden. I kind of think we want to take that. And that'll make Ate and Montezuma work even better together. So we have the offerings necessary to just go for these miracles. No, wait, stop. Sorry, I'm going to stop recording now. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. This is the kind of game that I could easily lose an entire day to without even really noticing. Gotta make myself stop here. Come back next time. The intention here with the series is to do an hour every weekday, so plan for the next episode to be Monday, but there might be an episode over the weekend because, like I said, I'm really having fun. We'll see. We'll see if I can wait until Monday. And we'll see you then.